Thanks for listening to the podcast. Thanks for listening to the podcast. When's the intro going to end? When's this intro going to end? When's this intro going to end? When's this intro going to end? It's a podcast with music. It's a podcast with music. All right, Tony. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a sound on this keyboard, and you're gonna start a subject with it.
Okay.
Nope.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay, let's talk about it.
That note contained that entire movie.
Do you do you identify with that movie, that film?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me more.
I was a nerd.
And now what?
I was a nerd.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
It was.
Look at me now.
Yeah, look at me
I'm
now.
getting paper.
Look at me now.
Look at me now.
Yeah, I remember empathizing with those nerds.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
I mean, it was really ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Probably does not.
Do you remember that concert they put on at the end?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. Dun 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 dun. The guy on the violin. Oh man. Hold on, we have to play this.
I like this. You're acting like this is goofy, but it's really good.
Just watch.
That's not even musically possible for him to do what he just did with the violin. Do you remember when the Ninja Turtles did a concert?
You know, like we got a new message happening that you can do a lot more good with music than you can being violent fighting around all the time. That's right, you guys. That's cool. Yeah.
Growing up in a glass bowl with chameleons, lizards, and tadpoles.
I've been trying to talk her into an interspecies relationships for months now.
Whoa. Biggest problem is she can't hold her breath long enough, you know?
No.
That shit was wild.
Like in one of their movies they put on a show?
They did a whole tour. What the fuck? Oh no. What? Wow. I can't believe I've never seen this.
You've never seen it?
2.4 million views on this shit. Everybody's going crazy.
That's Revenge of the Nerds for you, baby.
Simpler times.
Yeah.
Simpler times.
Yeah. It's that Reagan era. Why do I have to make this shit political?
That trickle-down economy.
Yeah, it's that trickle-down economics, man.
Trickle-down,
Which works perfectly
trickle-down,
well, mind you.
Trickle-down economy. Trickle-down, trickle-down, trickle-down economy. Trickle-down, trickle... No, go ahead. Go ahead. Down tempo a little bit. Trickle-down, trickle-down, trickle-down.
Trickle on me.
Trickle-down, trickle-down, trickle-down.
Oh, trickle on me.
Trickle-down, trickle-down.
Please, please, won't you trickle on me?
Trickle-down, trickle-down.
Please, please, won't you trickle on me?
Trickle on me, won't you trickle on me? I'm really broke, I need some me. Won't you trickle on me? Ronald Reagan, R. Down, trickle on me, economy, trickle on me, economy, trickle on me, trickle on me, trickle on me, economy. Okay.
I had a lot more to say.
Jesus Christ. All right. Can I be conservative for a minute?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people are making more money now than they've ever made because of the unemployment shit, and they're not going back to work because why would they go back to Burger King and work for $12 an hour when they are making more now than ever just staying at home? Also, employers are having a tough time finding help.
You're right about. I mean, I don't think that's a conservative or liberal viewpoint. That's what's going on.
Okay. What do you think about it?
Well, you know, I think if unemployment is actually giving you a better life, then maybe we need to do something about paying people better.
I agree. A very liberal standpoint, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
What would you say to those people that are like, well, just work the job?
Well,
Just
you got to
figure
look
it
at the
out.
numbers, right?
Yeah.
You got to look at the numbers. And if you need to work 80 hours a week
Right.
just to barely get by,
Right.
I think the system is starting to fall apart.
What would you do to fix it?
Redistribution of wealth, baby.
How so?
Tax the rich. Simple. Simple idea. You cannot make more than $1 billion in this country. You can become a billionaire, and that's it. Everything above 1 billion, every dollar that you make over 1 billion, 100% tax rate. Use the money for infrastructure, planning for climate change, investing in renewable energy, universal health care, improving education, and other systems.
And you mean this? You're not speaking from...
I'm not being sarcastic.
Okay.
I think we should do this. Do you think people would not be motivated to become super successful if they can only be a 1 billionaire? Like the Jeff Bezoses of the world, would they not try? Because, I can't even hope to be a trillionaire, so why try? You're still going to have a few people at the top. You're still going to have a hierarchy.
Right.
It's just not going to be as extreme.
And you could do a lot with $1 billion.
You could do everything. What can't you do with $1 billion?
Well,
what can you not do with $1 billion?
Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Can you ask your phone how much do the... let's go Denver Nuggets. How much do the Denver Nuggets cost? Or what are the Denver Nuggets worth?
Denver Nuggets. Oh.
What are they worth?
1.65 billion.
Billion.
All right, so you could not buy the Nuggets.
Are you eating crow?
Maybe we should pay athletes a little bit less. Okay, what's your point of view on all this?
I really like the idea of cap. Is that handle too hot?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, can you pour me one, bro? Can you pour me one?
Hold on, my hands got to cool off.
Okay.
But all right.
Thank you. What is my point of view on it? First of all, on the athletes thing, no, we're not going to pay athletes less because there's a reason. People that are like, hey, we should pay our athletes less and pay our teachers more is the dumbest shit on the face of the planet.
Why? I don't think so.
Because only so many athletes can do what they do on that level. Now, with all due respect to teachers, I love teachers. I fucking have been surrounded by education during my education and post-education when I was in work. I respect teachers. I love teachers. But the athletes that are in the NBA, NFL, MLB,
they're the elite of the elite.
They're 0.05%, right? So they deserve all the money. If you're 0.05%, if there's only 200 of you in the whole world, you deserve to be compensated properly, and you're creating revenue for so many people. Teachers do not necessarily create revenue on that level. So should we pay them more? Of course, but let's not pay athletes less. That makes no sense.
I don't think this is where we should take the focus off of revenue creation and more about what's good for a healthy society. Yes,
revenue
big
creation is
name
good
athletes.
Revenue creation is good for society.
Is it? Is that a cat?
Gaddy. I don't know what that is.
I don't necessarily agree that revenue creation alone is good for society. Yes, it can create jobs, and it can sort of move your cycle of consumption forward. You'll make money and you'll spend money, and it moves our economy forward.
Right.
But what about having a more educated population?
Yep.
That's pretty important.
No,
That's important.
I think that's very important. I think we should be able to look. Let me just put it this way. I think the basic premise of what you're saying is completely right. Let's redistribute wealth, and let's take money from people that are asininely wealthy who could make money at the drop of a hat. Because once you attain a certain level of wealth, it's really fucking easy to attain more wealth.
Correct.
Like it's
yes.
disgustingly easy to attain more
Right.
wealth. So let's find a way to redistribute that wealth. But the problem with your $1 billion cap is I can't buy the Denver Nuggets. So maybe it's a $20 billion cap. Maybe it's a $10 billion cap.
We can negotiate the cap.
Okay, let's negotiate the cap.
But what's happening now with billionaires paying nothing in taxes should not be a thing.
No, it's bullshit.
That doesn't
and a
make
lot
any
of people
sense.
are mad right now because Jeff Bezos is spending all this money to go to space when he could be spending it in other places, which I'm kind of torn about because it's like, dude, you're a free human being. You should be able to do whatever you want, especially if you've accumulated X amount of wealth. So I or the government shouldn't be able to tell you how to spend it. But at the same time, it's like, bro, do you know how much good you could do in the world with that money?
Right. Now, you could make the argument that they're, starting basically creating the future of travel for people, which
True.
will help everybody.
That's
You could make that argument, but it's kind of a long-term
Yeah.
vision.
It's a fair argument.
It'll be a long time before we can afford that ticket for that space plane.
I wouldn't want to. I'm good on Earth, man.
You wouldn't ride the space plane?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm fucking good.
Let's sing a song about riding in a space plane.
Okay. I'm going to go to saxophone. Riding on a space plane, I love it. I used to be a human being. I used to only live on Earth. I used to be a human being. I used to play upon the dirt, but now I'm in Mars with my cars. I got Mars hoes, and they be fine as hell. And I'm doing well with my space hoes. They got green arms, but they're fine as hell. They got big butts, they got big boobs. I'm making Marv's moves, I'm making Marv's moves. Now I'm killing it, yeah, I'm killing it. I'm a space dude, making space moves, yeah.
Riding in a space plane. I'm riding in a space plane. I'm feeling gravity on my brain. The vomit is about to drain. I'm feeling a bit nauseous. I wasn't very cautious. I decided to blast myself off. And now I've had enough. Here comes the vomit again on this space plane.
Yeah. Here comes the vomit again
on this space plane. What a beautiful ending.
Here comes the vomit again on this space plane. That's hilarious, bro.
Richard Branson.
I got a good one for you, though. Someone brought this up to me. This is not original thought. Jeffrey, thanks for bringing this up to me. It is very, very possible within our lifetime.
Jeffrey Bezos?
No, my buddy Jeff brought this point up to me. Yes, my friend Jeff Bezos brought this up to me over a cup of chai. Within our lifetime, it's very likely that people are going to Mars. We know that for sure, right? I want to talk about that more in depth later, but let's talk about this thing.
Yeah, I think
for now.
I think definitely within our lifetime, yeah.
Within our lifetime, people are going to go to Mars. Within our lifetime, people are going to be born on Mars.
You think so? You think we're going to set up a colony? It might be like the moon. We go to Mars once.
That's not what
maybe a few times.
Elon Musk
and then it's another 50 years.
One of these muskrats want to do. That'd be a good name for like the Elon Musk people that love Elon Musk. Muskrats.
That is a good name.
We should make the shirt. I'm a muskrat. So within our lifetime, people will be born on Mars. They'll be called Martians, and they will visit Earth.
Weird.
So think about this.
You know how tall and lanky they're going to be because of the lower gravity?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they're going to look weird.
So imagine you're born on Mars, and you're like 28 years old, and you come to Earth for the first time. Earth would blow your fucking mind.
Especially growing up on shitty Mars.
Yeah.
Like just red
Mars is
desert.
Trash, son. Like,
yeah.
I'd rather grow up in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So we could write a song about this. So then I thought of a movie, and maybe I'm glad we're doing this podcast so I can say this movie so someone doesn't take my idea. A baby. Have you heard of what is it called when the Amish let their kid roam around for a year?
Rumpelspringer?
I don't think that's what it's called.
Rumpelspringer, something
It's
like
called
that.
like vacation or something, but
Bro, it's like
it's
Rumpelspringer.
not Rumpelstiltskin.
Look it up.
It's called this. It's something very simple. Are you gonna write it? Are you gonna Google it? You're so wrong, bro.
Did you mean Rumpelspringer? I know I must be getting it wrong, dude.
So it doesn't matter. Put it away. I'm telling a story about a movie.
All right, I'm
Right.
listening. I'm listening.
Okay. So it's a movie in which, fuck. Actually, I do need to know what it's called.
Rumspringa is a period during which an Amish teen has more freedom.
Oh, okay.
Around the age of 16, Amish teens join gangs. What? They join gangs? Okay, that's just what they call them. They're not
okay.
gangs.
So Rumspringa.
Yeah.
So an Amish
Not Rumpel.
18-year-old male. No, let's say an Amish 18-year-old female. Okay. Goes on Rumspringa to, let's say, Los Angeles. Okay.
Okay.
And a Martian of the same age comes to Los Angeles from Mars for the first time for Mars Rumspringa. So now Mars has a Rumspringa.
And you only get to do like a few
You do get to do like 12
weeks
months,
or months
on Earth
and then
before
you gotta go
to
back
Earth.
and
They
work the
run
mines, baby.
and they meet each other, and it's like a romantic film about an Amish person and a Martian human exploring Earth. Los
Is that the
Angeles.
idea you wanted to share with me?
That's the idea. Would
Okay.
that make a good movie or a bad movie?
It could make a good movie. You got some
Could you add something to it?
your focus would be the romance, not the science.
We could do both.
Okay. Do they produce a baby?
That would be hilarious.
Like the first interplanetary baby?
Amish Martian baby. Amish Martian. My dad was Amish. My mom was Martian. I'm a Martian. Amish baby. My mom was Amish. My dad was a Martian. I'm a Amish Martian baby. I know how to use gears. I know how to use interplanetary. Space travel, space travel, space travel. Amish dad, Martian mom. I'm a interplanetary Martian motherfucker. I'm a Martian mom. I'm a Spanish dad. It's getting complicated, but you get the point. I'm an intergalactic Martian baby. Intergalactic Martian. Intergalactic Martian Amish baby.
Intergalactic Amish Martian baby.
I'm an intergalactic Martian Amish baby. Intergalactic Martian Amish baby.
My daddy came from space, and my mommy from Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, this shit is so Transylvania. I grew up digging in the mines. You grew up doing the time.
That's what I'm talking about. We don't even know what's what. We are both doing crazy things, 'cause I'm a Martian Amish baby. I'm a Martian Amish baby. I'm a Martian Amish baby. Crazy. Could you ever think that I was not so lazy? Yeah. Ooh. Did you learn how to move? Oh, this is the ending.
It's the end. Pretty sick beat.
That was a sick song. I'm a Martian Amish baby. What do you guys think of this podcast so far? Not you, but what do they think of the podcast so far?
Oh. I think there's a percentage
Uh-huh.
that will connect.
Okay.
Now, how big that percentage is,
Yeah.
I don't know. 1%?
It's good enough for me.
0.1%?
Let's see what Machine Gun sounds like.
Could be a helicopter, too.
All right. I think that's good. Let's do one more. I want to make sure we get all this, because Martian Amish Baby's top 20 best songs we've ever made. Would you agree?
No.
No?
I didn't feel that way about it, but maybe I got to hear it back. Yeah.
Oh, it was good. Well, I have the headphones on. I'll give it to you next round.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for watching the podcast. I'm the Martian. He's the Amish. We didn't make a baby. All right, bye.